G'day YouTube, how the heck are we doing? It is Foul Play here, back for the third match of this Pauper League. We won the die roll versus Blast. I'm going to keep this a 7-card hand, which looks pretty spicy. And oh no, it looks like we're versing a Ponza deck. With these Armadillo Cloaks, our hand is pretty like mana greedy, and we could run into a lot of trouble here against our opponent. It just goes on Forest. I guess this could be Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth, okay. So that's 4 mana currently that they can ramp to. They pass the turn to us. Okay. Well, I don't need to think twice about this. Let's jam Armadillo Cloak, start attacking. Against like Ponza, yeah, you don't have time to spare. They'll start wrecking your lands and you'll start having a horrible time in any Radiant Grove, interesting. Thermocask still. Alright, so going after our white mana. That's fine. Attacking us for 1, also fine. Ethereal Armor off the top. It seems a little bit better than Sentinel's Eyes. Commune off the top as well. Nice. Very nice. So we'll attack for 6. Main deck, they shouldn't have too much enchantment interaction. Post sideboard, you know, it can become a lot more difficult. Ledgewalker is also a creature I think they have a lot of trouble blocking. I can't think of any card in the original list that can actually block it. Alright, opponent with Wooded Ridgeline. Stone Rain on our Abundant Growth land, that's fine. Creatures like still put us way ahead. Lots of awkward cards here in hand. So I guess we'll take the Utopia Sprawl. That's the only castable card out of those auras that we saw. We'll continue peppering our opponent's face. And our opponent concedes. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure if this is what our opponent's doing, but this particular opponent is splashing white for Angelic Renewal and for Cloud Shift. So they seem like odd choices to me, and this is also a very old list. Okay, never mind. Here's a more up-to-date list. Looks like Goliath Paladin here that our opponent is rocking. Dust to Dust in the sideboard, Breath Weapon, De-Glamour, all that fun stuff. Alright, so we're going to look to bring in Acolyte because it has protection from red, and bring in Gut Shot. We'll be taking out Ledgewalker and Ancestral Mask. A reminder as well, guys, if you do enjoy the video or find it informative and want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. So this is like exactly what we don't want to see. A really good 7-hand which doesn't have many mana sources. I think we keep this, but we probably just get absolutely destroyed by 1 Stone Rain effect, 1 Thermocask effect. Utopia Sprawl from the opponent on red. Armadillo Cloak. I think we just risk the scout and then pass the turn. Maybe they spend the turn doing Breath Weapon. That will give us time to hit our mana. And nope, Stone Rain. Alright, well, yikes. Gut Shot, you're not land. What's going on here? This is no good at all. We knew what we were signing up for, and with that hand, and it's played out exactly how we thought it would. But only 19 turns until we kill our opponent. So that's pretty good for us. Alright, Goliath Paladin. That puts a bit of a hold on our killing our opponent there. Might just concede this and go to the next game. We'll see what we draw. If it's mana, we can play it out. But if it's not mana, then we'll just concede. Alright, that is a mana source of some description. So I guess where there's a will, there's a way. We'll get rid of this Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent with their initiative. Choosing to scry 2 cards. Both cards to the bottom. Plays a mountain. 2 cards in hand. Attacks with Goliath Paladin. Alright, no blocks from me. Oh god, is this like a boarding party? What's this one? Trample when it enters the battlefield, destroy target land. Yeah, okay. Nice one, opponent. Nice one. That's not too bad. I think we go for the mana generating line of Utopia Sprawl. No attacks to be had, so pass the turn. Alright, so now our opponent either gets to goad our token. No, they decide to make the treasure token. Attacking in. Let's go ahead and block 3 of this damage while we can. So we'll take 4 damage, go to 11. Any land destruction, opponent. You gotta be kidding me, man. I think our opponent's playing this instead of boarding party. Opponent currently with 11 damage on the board, and I think we got quite enough to get there, so let's concede, go back to sideboarding. I don't see too much to be changed. Crimson Acolytes seem good still. Gut Shot I think is still very worthwhile into an Arbor Elf deck. We can just completely shut off their whole combo before they get to empty anything out of their hand. This is very aura light. It is land heavy though. I think conventionally land heavy decks are good, land heavy hands are good into Ponza. We need to hit enchantments though for this to be good, but step 1 is we have enough mana to get past like probably 2 effects, plus some scries to help us as well. Damn, Utopia Sprawl, get out of here, you bastard. Alright, Forest off the top. Let's kick it off with Crystal Grotto. And Utopia Sprawl is not what we're looking for. Put that one on the bottom. Extend another creature out because, I mean, we're super dead to bit of land to a board sweeper anyway, so we'll play into it. Alright, Thermocask on the Grotto. Interesting. So Tessin Training off top, and yeah, we'll throw that on one of our guys. Draw a card, Commune with Spirits off top. Alright, we could be back in business now. I'll be a lot more comfortable once we get like, you know, 2 toughness on our creature. Acid Moss, alright. You got it, opponent. Another Scout off the top. I mean, our library is sort of hating us a little bit here. Get this one. Well, Armadillo Cloak is really beautiful, but I guess we just go for it. The problem is it's like difficult to cast. Alright, against better judgment, I will get the Sentinel's Eyes. Draw a card with our Abundant Growth. Alright, so we do have a couple of white cards in hand. If our land survives, which it may not, I'm sure our opponent's got plenty more like Acid Mosses in hand. Yeah, okay. Just quit sweating opponent for like 1 turn, please. So Tessin Training off top. Yikes. Alright, we'll attack for 3. Opponent's still not committed anything to the board yet. I'm going to keep committing these creatures because our land's been absolutely decimated by our opponent. We want to make sure, like, when we're unloading these auras in future turns that we're not, like, clunked up with creatures in hand. Metamorphose. Well, that's not land destruction. That's a good start. Another Acid Moss from our opponent. Holy shit, man. Well, he's only got 1 Acid Moss left in the deck, so man, that's not too bad a place to be, right? Attack. We might actually win with Gut Shot by gut shotting our opponent's face. That'd be pretty amusing. Alright, they finally draw a creature, unfortunately. I mean, I wish they were hitting the land and we were also hitting the land right now. I'm sick of all this interaction, man. Oh god, another creature? You gotta be kidding me, man. Goodness gracious, another initiative. Does this give them 2 lots of initiative, or does this just like level it down 1 step? Okay, so Forge. Put 2 1/1s on a creature. Alright, well, just when we needed it most, our deck is forsaking us pretty horribly. That was 4 land destruction effects to exactly 4 mana that we had this game. We started with 3 mana in hand, drawing 1 source in 6 draw steps. Plus the Abundant Growth, so I guess it was 7 draw steps. I think even with the Commune, I think we even blanked on mana with Commune. We've got to have like lots of land stacked on top though. Opponent attacking. This thing has Trample. That's going to make our life pretty hard. For some reason, they don't want to attack with the second one though. I'll definitely take that. All right, so opponent just attacking with one of them. There's no blocks to be had just yet. White mana, plains, please, for the love of God. God damn it, deck. All right, well, GG to our opponent. 600 land destruction effects are pretty good, even when we keep a 3-lander. And even when we go to like 8 turns, and yeah, no, they just get there, hey. The trample on these guys is completely unreasonable. Like, if it was some of their non-trampling creatures, we might have been able to get there. So 12 damage, 3 toughness, that's a concede. We definitely had the win with cards in hand, but didn't quite get to play them. I think if they had one less land destruction effect, we would have got to have played Sentinel's Eyes, Ethereal Armor, and it would have been a win from there. So a little bit unfortunate on that one, but they do happen. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then.